Today we're going to be building a PC for my home theater setup. This is the Fractal Design Terra case, and the previous small form factor PC that I had housing all these parts over here was this sunny side up design meshlicious. This was a really nice case with great airflow. You can see all these ventilated side panels, but it is significantly bigger than this case, especially height wise. So we're going to be downsizing even further to this case. So let's quickly run through all the parts. And by the way, everything's linked in the description section of this video for your convenience. First off, the CPU is the AMD Ryzen 9 3900X. It's a fairly old CPU, but it has 12 cores, 24 threads, and it is a fairly competent CPU. And especially in this home theater PC setup, we don't need a crazy fast CPU for video editing. The motherboard supporting the CPU is going to be the Asus ROG Strix B550i. It's a B550 ITX motherboard, super tiny. And the backplate just fell off. The cooler cooling down the CPU that's going to be mounted on the motherboard is just the AMD stock Wraith Stealth cooler. This is just going to temporarily cool down the CPU while I find my Noctua L12 Ghost Edition CPU cooler that is significantly beefier. The GPU inside this build is going to be an Asus 3060, and this is a really cute and tiny GPU. It's going to easily fit inside this case, and we can always upgrade it in the future as well because this case has a surprising amount of GPU clearance. RAM is going to be 32 gigabytes of 3200 megahertz DDR4 Pro RAM from Crucial, and they sent this over to me. It has a super clean and sleek heatsink, very low profile as well, so that's also going to be great for installing a new CPU cooler down the line. The power supply powering everything in this build is an 850 watt 80 plus gold unit from EVGA, and it's an SFX unit, so it's super tiny. For storage, nothing really fancy. With a 500 gigabyte Samsung 970 EVO Plus, we're gonna be able to store Windows as well as a couple games on that, and I can always upgrade that in the future as well. I also have a 15mm thick 120mm fan from Noctua, and this is just gonna be mounted to the bottom of the case to provide fresh airflow. And the screwdriver set I'm gonna use is from iFixit. This is part of the iFixit ProTech toolkit, and you get 64 different bits with this, so that's gonna be perfect for this build. And I purchased this case myself. I really love the gold wings that pop open. I wish I could get my hands on the green version. If Fractal Design's watching this, whatever, I'd love to be able to buy it, honestly, because I want the green one so badly. All right, so let's get to building. First up, let's put the CPU on the motherboard. So let's open up this tray right here and pop in the CPU. Open up the sockets, and if I remember correctly, AM4 has these sockets to where the CPU logo is sideways. Just lower down the lever and in goes the CPU. RAM next, let's just open up the RAM slots and make sure to line up the notches and put it in. All right, CPU's in, RAM is in. Next step is the SSD, which is just gonna mount under this M.2 heatsink. Unscrew this heatsink, drop in the M.2 SSD at a 30-degree angle and just lower it down. We got the CPU, RAM, and SSD installed in the motherboard. Next step is the CPU cooler. Let's mount this really quickly. Let's use like pea-sized amount thermal paste. There we go, that looks good. And let's just lower this down. Lining it up with the back plate. And let's also use this Linus Tech Tips screwdriver since it is significantly easier for mounting a cooler. Corner to this corner. And we are good. As you can see, we can hold up the motherboard really easily. The back plate's right here with the CPU cooler in. And we can also flip the AMD logo so that the AMD logo is up here. But since this is just temporary, we're gonna keep it like this for now. Let's plug in the CPU cooler to the CPU fan header right over there. I should have put the AMD logo on the other side so I can tuck this in. Next step, I believe we can just drop this inside the case right now. This case I have actually never worked with before. I just got this in the mail. So let's open up the side panels. Top panel just slides out, and we have pretty much easy access inside the compartment in this case. And right now I'm not going to be adjusting much of the spine of the case because I think the stock configuration should be fine for what we're working with. All right, so let's put in the IO shield first. Be kind of upside down, and then pop that in. Line this up with the motherboard standoffs and just drop this in. Now I'm gonna screw them in with the included screws. Plug in some of these front panel cables. We have USB-C, USB Type A, and then the power switch. All right, front panel cables are in. Let's try to route these cables a little bit better over here. Let's lower this case fan in, and we will just put this right down here. Have it as intake to bring in cool air. Linus Tech Tip screwdriver. So the fan is in. Let's plug in this fan header. All right, so the power supply, we can just plug this in as well. So it screws in right over here. Let me get the CPU power cable, the EPS cable accessible first. I don't think we have any SATA peripherals, so to clean up cable management, let's unplug this. Also, to make my life easier, before screwing down this power supply, I'm gonna plug in a couple of the cables, like the CPU power cable and the motherboard 24 pin as well. All right, now that I got the power supply installed, let's plug in this riser cable to the motherboard. All right, we are almost done. Just have to drop in the graphics card and then do a little bit of cable management and turn it on. All right, and we are pretty much finished with this build. Plug in this GPU power cable. We only need a 1/8 pin. Well, it's bulging out a little, but that fits. All right, and we are done. Just about 30 minutes to build this PC. Nothing too complicated. There wasn't any RGB, and we didn't add like 50 2.5-inch SSD. So let's turn this on and see that it works. All right, we finally built this PC and put it over here. Let's turn this thing on. And there we go. Why does it say no signal? Oh, I think it's working. Yes. Okay, let's play some games and see how this thing runs.
So it's Editor Toby here. Unfortunately, Tony forgot to record an outro, so I'm filling in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Products used in this video are linked down in the description. And don't forget to ring that bell if you like what you saw. Catch you in another one.